2 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 3 and 4 says, "For as much as ye are manifestly declared to be the epistle of Christ, ministered by us, written not with ink, but with the Spirit of the living God, not in tables of stone, but in the fleshly tables of the heart, and such trust have we through Christ to Godward." Notice here that in 2 Corinthians, we see the epistle of Christ is not only associated with the tables of stone, it is stated as being written on the fleshly tables of the Christian heart. Those of us that have the wisdom granted us because of our obedience know exactly what's being said here. But for those new to the truth, notice what it says in the prophetic word. In Jeremiah chapter 31, verses 31 to 33, it says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, saith the Lord. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my law in their inward parts, and write them in their hearts, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people." When did this come to fulfillment? When speaking to the New Testament Christians that are now biblically called Israel by God, notice what it says in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 16. It says, "This is the covenant that I will make with them after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their hearts, and in their minds will I write them." So again, we saw in 2 Corinthians that the epistle of Christ is not only associated with the tables of stone, it is stated as being written on the fleshly tables of the Christian heart. We then saw how Christian prophecy stated the Lord would write those laws in our hearts after those days. And then Hebrews chapter 10, verse 16 not only declares it is finally after those days, confirming the prophecy fulfilled, it also says that the law is placed in the hearts of his obedient bride in the same manner the prophet Jeremiah said. That means the epistle of Christ is the law of God, the Ten Commandments, that was first written on those tables of stone thousands of years ago, and then later it was to be written on the fleshly tables of the heart, according to the prophet Jeremiah, and confirmed by Paul in Hebrews. This is why a truly saved Christian today can keep the Ten Commandments. Before knowing Christ, we could not keep his law at all. Now that he has written it on our hearts, we keep it as his Spirit guides us. In fact, it is by keeping his law that we are recognized by other Christians who know what Jesus meant when he said in Matthew chapter 7, verse 20, "Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them." I hope and pray you were blessed. Please share this video with as many as you possibly can. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching. God bless.